Hey there, let's continue with our topic that was proper usage and importance of punctuation marks. We have seen few punctuation marks till now and we are moving ahead to some more. We have entered with semicolon and we are going towards colon. So colon as a punctuation marks. It has a very basic and good usage, and that is it is used to introduce a list. It is also used to tell you what is coming next. Like see for example, for Christmas I would like the following presents. So when you write following presents means the next which are coming in a row in a list. A hula hoop, a hippopotamus, and my two front teeth. So this is something that has been wished by a very small kid, nothing to laugh about. So this is something that if you want to mention a list, you can make use of a colon. You have witnessed colon in your question papers of your examinations. For example, write a one word answer for the following questions, and then there is a colon, and then you can find 1 2 3 4. There are many questions that are coming ahead. So whenever you're talking about a list, you make a use of colon. Very easy. Going forward, hyphen. Yes, it is called hyphen. There is a difference between a dash, as you can see it is written below, and a hyphen. Students usually call hyphen as dash dash dash. No, it is pronounced as hyphen. Where a hyphen is used, a hyphen is used to add a prefix. Now, as we are doing this subject, that is English, the first unit itself, you had seen what is a prefix. Prefix, that is something which is fixed pre or fixed before a word to make some changes inside it. Most of the times we put prefix to add some more information or sometimes to bring an antonym of the same word. See, transatlantic flights. So instead of Atlantic flights, we have such other kinds of Atlantic flights which are transatlantic flights, which are very costly. So we have added a trans before it, that is prefix, and we have joined it with the help of a hyphen. See, correlated employees are a pain. So what type of employees? So co-related. So before related, we have added a prefix co and we have joined both the words with the help of a hyphen. In the same way, all of you know very well that to create compound words, I don't need to tell you what are compound words, you know them very well. For making compound words, one of the method is to use a hyphen. See, Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. Instead of using spider and man together, you can put a hyphen in between. The best example again would be ice cream. See, ice cream. So this is a compound word and we have joined ice and cream by putting a hyphen in between. There is one more word, earring. Okay, you can also write earring, but you can also separate two words, ear and rings, by putting a hyphen in between. So there are many like this, and these are all used to make compound words like blackbird, black buck, and blackboard, and many more. Okay, so compound words are made making the use of a hyphen. Going ahead, hyphen is used to write numbers in words. We have been learning this since childhood and now we are very good in it. 1 2 3 4, we write these kind of numbers in words also, but when we reach to the line of 20s, 20, after that 21, 22, 23. So when we write these kinds of numbers, at that time we join them in between by putting a hyphen. See, I have lived in this house for 33 years. So instead of writing 33 separately, you can join them by putting a hyphen in between. So when you are writing some numbers, okay, in the form of words and it comprises of two words, remember you need to join them. Okay, like if it is 99, so 90 hyphen and 9. Clear? Going ahead, here is dash. You can witness that there is a difference between hyphen and dash. Dash are broader than hyphen. Even if it is a small dash or even if it is a big dash, you will always find them bit broader than the hyphen. C dash. Make a brief interruption within a sentence or a parenthetical phrase. Johnny asked me with a straight face, I might add. Now, before moving to this example, you might be thinking, what does it mean by parenthetical phrase? It is important to know its meaning because the same word would be used again in the following punctuations. A parenthetical phrase means you want to give some information about something that you have already said in this sentence. It could be a word, it could be a phrase, or it could be a clause. Like, for example, if you look at here, Johnny asked me. The sentence could directly go over here. If he could borrow the car for the weekend, it is perfectly correct. But the narrator or the speaker wants to add something more about how Johnny asked, or how Johnny is, or what was the situation, or anything like that. He or she can add that by putting dash in the beginning and the end of that parenthetical phrase. See, Johnny asked me, but how? With a straight face, I might add. Means, let me add that he asked me with a straight face. So, how Johnny asked, if you want to tell that, you can add something more in between. But how can you add it? By putting a dash in the beginning and at the end of that parenthetical phrase. The same thing could be done with the help of comma also. Going to the next one, that is double quotation. Double quotation is used to show direct quotation or direct words of a speaker. If you want to write directly what a person has already spoken, you can do that with the help of putting it into double inverted commas, which is also called double quotation. So, quoting the exact words of a speaker, you may use this punctuation mark. And this you have already seen in the direct speech. See? If you pick up a starving dog and make him prosperous, he will not bite you. This is principal difference between a dog and a man. So this is something that has been told by a famous person and that has become a quotation. And if you want to mention the same thing to someone, you can put it into inverted commas. Nowadays, we can also find that some of the people use double inverted commas while speaking also. Yes, while speaking. We don't use punctuation marks while speaking, but to put more emphasis into what they are saying, they also say, I quote, and they do also do the action of quoting, and then they speak such words which are directly quoted or spoken by someone. Okay, next comes single quotation. Now, what is the single quotation? We already have a double quotation, and here is single quotation, which is used more widely and at more places than the double quotation. Let's see where. So, single quotation shows or denotes possession. Possession means ownership of something. See, I believe that it is Alan's pen. We have used a single quotation over here. This is also called apostrophe. Now, what is this apostrophe as? When you want to show the owner of that particular thing, like for example, pen. Who is the owner of that pen? Alan is the owner of that pen. To show the possession, to show the ownership, we put an apostrophe and then an s, and this apostrophe is nothing but a single quotation. See the next one. Single quotation is used to denote contraction. Now, what do you mean by contraction? Contraction means to show something in a contracted form, means in a smaller form, in a shortened version. I know it's his because of the distinct monogram. I know it's his, it is his. Okay, instead of writing it is, it's written it's. See, remember, there's a difference between possession it's and it is. If it is a possession kind of it's, it will be like this without a kind of single quotation. But if it is like this, remember, it means it is. In the same way, you can use it in various other contractions, like for example, won't. Okay, then you can use the same thing in other also, like for example, can't. Okay, So this is a way, and this kind of words, instead of writing cannot, you are writing can't. Instead of using the word will not, you are using won't. So these are called what? These are called contractions. To show contractions, to show the shorter versions, we make use of single quotation. See the other usage of single quotation, to denote the quotation within a quotation. You have already seen quotation over here in double quotation, but supposingly there is a quotation within a quotation, you are not supposed to use another double inverted comma inside a inverted comma. For that you need to put a single quotation. Like for example, double inverted commas, I do enjoy this monogram pen. My wife said, Ellen, it isn't like people go around mistaking your pens for theirs all day. And then you can see there is a single inverted comma, that is single quotation ends, and after that this double quotation ends. So you can see three quotations over here, but one is single and another is a double one. So eventually two. So if you want to use a quotation within a quotation, the actual quotation, the bigger one should be the double quotation, and inside it should be a single quotation. I hope you have learned this thing today. Okay, moving to the last one, and that is parenthesis. This is something that I have already told you. Parenthesis is used to add some more words, some more comments, or some more phrases about the sentence that we have already written before, or the words or the phrases or clauses that we have already written before. Let's see some more examples related to that. Parenthesis, you can see it is a kind of a bracket. Okay, so parenthesis work could be done with the help of dash dash. It could be done with the help of comma comma, and it could also be done with the help of a bracket also. See, indicate clarification. Please bring home some real butter. That's it. Please bring home some real butter. That is what you wanted to say. But you want to add some specific information. Okay, you want to give clarification about what kind of butter. So you can put that thing in a comma. Not the one you bought last time. Okay, let me write brought because this is bring. Okay, not the one you brought last time. Okay, not that butter. Okay, so you are adding some clarification, okay, about what kind of butter. So if you are adding some, that means you are adding something to what is written. What is written? Please bring home some real butter. So this is a sentence which is written, but you want to add some more information about, or want to give some more comments on this thing, you put it in a bracket. So that works like a parenthesis. The same thing is included over here. Whenever you want to indicate an afterthought, you have read something, you have watched something, now you have to give your thoughts on that, or your personal commentary on that, you can use this, that is parenthesis. Anyone can edit Wikipedia, we know very well, anyone can edit Wikipedia, but in the bracket the narrator or the speaker is giving his or her own view and commentary. What is he saying? Not that that's anything wrong with that. Okay, anyone can edit Wikipedia, but the speaker is saying, and there is nothing wrong in that, that if you can edit Wikipedia. Okay, so the personal commentary is added in the bracket. So this kind of personal commentaries are called what? They are called parentheses. I hope now you have understood how these quotations or this kind of punctuation marks, to be general, are used. And these are some of the basic punctuation marks that I have told you. Remember, punctuation marks are not used in speaking. You never say dinner was delicious, period. You never say what time is it, question mark. Okay, so this is not what we do. So what we do is we use it only during writing. So go through this very keenly and make notes out of it. Keep on practicing and have a nice time.